Good morning, everyone. Welcome back. Thank you for joining us. I'm Steve.
And I'm Scott.
And together we are Backyard Musings, Science and Technology channel. We now have 720 subscribers. Thank you.
Very cool. Yep. Thank you very much. We're on a roll.
Got an interesting one, really interesting one today. By changing what crops eat, scientists found a way to make locusts lose their appetite and save harvests. University's Global Locust Initiative, where Arianne Cease from Arizona State University studies how these insects behave and how to reduce the damage they cause. While her work focuses on controlling locust swarms, she also holds a deep respect for the species she studies. Of course, you have to respect the locusts.
Really?
Locusts and honey. That's John the Baptist. The study was published January 15th, 2016 in the journal Springer Nature. Would you like to know more?
Locust swarms often bring to mind stories of biblical disasters, but they remain a very real threat today. Around the world, swarms can wipe out crops across vast areas, destroy livelihoods, and in some regions, disrupt education and long-term economic stability. A single swarm can stretch across hundreds of square miles, equal to a major metropolitan area like New York City or Phoenix. They need to swarm on New York City.
Or Minneapolis, St. Paul.
Yeah. Or Los Angeles.
Yeah.
Or Seattle.
That's why Cease and her international research team paid close attention when they uncovered a surprisingly simple way to discourage locusts from eating crops. To their knowledge, this was the first time the approach had been tested in active farmland and shown to work outside controlled settings.
To evaluate the method, researchers partnered with farmers in Senegal who regularly deal with outbreaks of Senegalese grasshoppers. Easy for you to say. While this species does not form massive swarms like the locust, grasshoppers don't fly. I mean, they hop around, but they fly a smart period. But locusts, man, they'll fly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Frequent appearances in smaller groupings can especially be damaging for local farmers. These same communities had worked with Cease before and pushed for a larger, more ambitious field study.
So they're going to use fish? It's got amphibious?
Amphibious grasshoppers or locusts. Okay.
Each participating farmer planted 2 millet plots, one treated with nitrogen fertilizer and one untreated. Results were striking. Compared to untreated fields, fertilized plots have fewer locusts, notably less damage to leaves, and millet yields that were twice as high.
And if you have to, you could always blow up the fields, I guess, if you use fertilizer. So, the Global Locust Initiative, part of the Julie Ann Wrigley Global Futures Laboratory, examines locusts within the broader system that influence outbreaks. Climate conditions, insect biology, land management, economics, and policy all interact to drive cycles of destruction and offer possible points of intervention.
Over more than 15 years of research, Cease observed a clear pattern. Crops grown in nutrient-poor soil tend to encourage locust outbreaks. These plants are rich in carbohydrates and low in protein. Plants grown in nitrogen-rich soil tell a different story. They contain more protein and fewer carbohydrates, making them a poor food source for locusts. The insects struggle to process the extra protein and do not get enough energy to sustain themselves.
So it almost sounds like locusts are like a cleanup. If you're having a poor crop, they're going to clean it up for you. Interesting.
Yeah, whether you like it or not.
Yeah. This insight led to a key question. Could adjusting the balance of protein and carbohydrates in crops reduce locust damage? Previous lab experiments and field observations hinted at the possibility, but no one had tested the idea for working farms. For Cease, testing it in real agricultural conditions was the logical next step. Okay.
2 Senegalese villages that had collaborated with her before volunteered to host the study. Their farms regularly suffer severe losses from Senegalese grasshopper swarms. In the experiment, 100 farmers each grew 2 millet plots, one treated with nitrogen fertilizer and one untreated for comparison.
Researchers initially worried that locusts might move into treated plots from nearby untreated fields, or that higher protein levels could attract other pests. To track outcomes, the team counted locusts and measured crop damage 3 times during the growing season, then recorded yields at harvest. The findings were clear. Fertilized plots had fewer locusts, less leaf damage, and double the millet yield. I don't know what's a millet.
Any idea? Probably some type of grain.
Kind of measurement. The researchers also found no signs that nitrogen fertilizer increased other pest problems.
How would you like to be the locust counter that counts all those locusts? Is that a boy locust or a girl locust? Lift up the skirt. Although nitrogen fertilizer was supplied for the study, it is not a realistic long-term solution for many communities. Sustainable control depends on affordable methods that also protect soil health.
The United States currently has no native locust species, but Cease says that could change. She is closely watching the Central American locust, whose range comes within about 200 miles of the U.S. border. Must be from Mexico, right? Yeah. Even without locusts, grasshoppers already pose major challenges in the U.S. There are 12 species known as the Dirty Dozen. Have you ever seen Mormon crickets or Mormon grasshopper?
Yeah, the huge ones, right?
Yeah, they're like 6-7 inches long, 8 inches long. They're gigantic, scary.
According to the U.S. Department of Agriculture, these 12 rangeland grasshoppers plus one cricket are among the most concerning pest species in the western United States. Large outbreaks can strip grazing land and compete directly with livestock, threatening ranchers' livelihoods.
While chemical pesticides remain the primary control method, the Global Locust Initiative is working to identify safer alternatives for people and the environment. Insights gained from locust research overseas may prove essential at home, helping the U.S. prepare for future invasions and manage migratory pests more sustainably. But I'll tell you right now, they better not try to invade us while Trump's president. He'll wipe them out.
Yeah.
He will.
They'll say that he's got the judgments coming upon him if that happens.
Yeah. Just like ISIS. He'll declare them domestic terrorists.
And wipe them out.
Yeah.
Pretty interesting study. I hope this gains traction. Hope we can get the farmers around the world to get them what they need. It sounds expensive, but maybe we can help instead of...
Yeah, but wiping out complete crops, that's just crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, that not only affects the farmer, but it affects the people that use the crop. So
yeah.
Bad stuff. So.
Word. All right, folks. Thanks for joining us. We'll catch you in the afternoon.
See you this afternoon. Thank you.